Welcome to Coordinating Your Chaos with the Blended Mama. My name is Teresa Stone. I am the Blended Mama, and on this channel, we help busy women find calm in the chaos of life through community and planning. Hello, my friends. Hello, hello. Today, I want to share how I'm transitioning from my January planning and journaling into my February planning and journaling. So, the first thing we're going to do is go through how did I do in January, because I think it's important for us to reflect on how things went for us as we are moving into the next month. So, on the monthly, this is where I track my social media. You can see I highlight things as I have actually posted them. So there were some things that happened, some things that didn't, and that's okay. But that's kind of what this is. And that just means that whenever I am working on February, that I just need to be more mindful. You can see sort of towards the end of the week seems to be where I fall off. And so that's just something for me to be aware of as we're starting a new month. This was our monthly theme. So these were things that I was working on for last month. And just quickly here, we're going to highlight. Actually, I'm just going to check off on these goals. So I did meet this goal. I met this goal. I met half of that goal. I did not meet this goal. And I think I got to 3 here, and then I did earn that. So I got 3 of my 5 goals. I'm going to be okay with that for right now. I did not actually implement this putting on workout clothes in the morning. I probably need to add that actually to my February. It's not in there now. These were good. Listen, y'all, I'm like 10 granny squares away from finishing the prep work on my crochet project. So clearly I have done a lot of crocheting instead of scrolling. And I was probably about half with the wind down, and then we haven't actually done this study time either. So I'll say we're kind of iffy on the evening. The evening stuff is just harder for me. So I didn't use a ton of, well, actually I ended up using them. I used these more for notes, so we're just going to skip past that. You see, I didn't actually update my daily tracker for sales past the 3rd day, and that might have been a problem. But anyway, I used this to track customer stuff. I just don't want to stay on it just because it has customer info. The end of the month transitions. This is something that I use in the P&J every month to help me basically get started. Now, this month, I still have some things that I need to finish that they're just later in the month, and that's okay. My goal, though, is that I actually finish all of this stuff before the next month starts. So this was the end of January, so the beginning of February stuff. So I've done I'd say about 60% of it. And some of them may not need a ton of updates, but they're just kind of reminders and ticklers for things that I may need to go check, like things on my website that I need to update, that sort of thing. So I'll come back and still work on this for February, but I also want to work on finishing more of this stuff before the end of the month. Okay. Then I had a notes page that ended up not using with coaching calls. I did end up updating this to track my team, my level 1 team. So that is new. So I've started that. I did not track my social stats here, and I'm going to tell you why, because I have it in a different tracker back here, and I did track it there. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Maybe. I think it's before this one. Yeah. So I am tracking it here. And so I just ended up not tracking here. So I'm going to find something different to do with this in February. Right now, I don't have anything in it. You'll see that in a second. But I ended up just not using this. So we're going to do that. I also did not use the do more of, do less of. So this may be a page that I just glue it together so that it doesn't bother me. This was my monthly wrap up, and then this was kind of a look ahead. I did enjoy using this to write down, what we're releasing for the next month and that sort of thing. So it gave me space for that. It helped me whenever I was planning for February to have that already in here. And then obviously I didn't really update anything on the pen test page. Okay, so that was the January kind of wrap up. And let's move over to the February P&J. So if you don't have this already, it is stunning. I love the cover. But it does come with obviously a book nook theme. We do have a stencil that has different book stacks on it. So these are going to be great for trackers. So if you are tracking your reading, this one will be fun. There are also 2 sticker sheets. You'll see that I've already used some of them, of course. So these are the ones that I have left. There is also a coaster, which I'm currently using. So let me put my tea back on that. And I feel like there is a stencil, die cut, and I have just already put it away. So, yeah. Okay, so you can see that I have started with my social media content plan again. I have used the journal card here to have the calendar just so that whenever I flip it out, I can still see it on the other pages. This month, it does have a back to it, which you might not like if you are using the back of it to write notes. But if you were like me and you don't write notes on the back of your journal cards, it's great. Gives you a little bit more inspiration. And it says, reading gives us a place to go when we have to stay where we are. And I kind of love that. But anyway, so I used the stickers to decorate the monthly. I added my theme for the month up here and created my plan. And again, you can see that I'm highlighting things as I do them. So I'll be able to mark this February P&J setup off the list here shortly. I have started the events. So I have the events that I have coming up this month. Again, my focus and my goals. And then I've started my routine. So what I'm going to do here, because we just talked about it, I am going to add, what was it? I wanted to add the workout clothes. I'm going to add a tracker for that because I really need to exercise more, and that didn't happen. And then, yeah, so we're going to do that. Okay. And I'm just going to use a little piece of washi to make it stick in there for now. And I'll tear it. I'll pull it back out whenever, but that will give me a reminder to go create another tracker for that. So I'm tracking, not hitting the snooze button, no scrolling, which really probably needs to be reduced scrolling. And then I could actually mark it off. And then being in bed by 9. So those are the routines that I'm kind of working on this month. On the next pages, I am tracking my customer follow-ups, and I'm just covering up names. Team follow-ups, so that I'm tracking those conversations. And then I haven't used these yet. So I'll probably use these for notes from book club or from team meetings, that sort of thing. So I'll just use these for notes during the month. I still use a separate weekly. So far, listen, friends, we are on February 4th. I have done the tracking for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So we are as good as last month, friends, as good as last month. But hopefully I will actually update that like I intend to. So I have the trackers here. So the things now this is actually a to-do list, just so you know what it is. You can see I've added some washi tape to it. I'm just going to cover the names here. But this is where I track customers who order, first-time customers, people who participate in my planning in progress sessions, which are on Sunday afternoons. This is a great opportunity to pop on, have some accountability in your planning, and not just creating your planning, but accountability in your planning. And then I'm also tracking new people into my customer community. So this is, again, just a way for me to see where I'm growing, and give me some lists of people that I need to follow up with, that sort of thing. So that's what that is. Again, you can see this transition page, and it's very similar to the one from January to February. A lot of it stays the same, but I don't know. I just really enjoy this. It's a nice little to-do list. It keeps it pretty. It gives me a place to, once I have figured out what my theme is going to be for the next month, I can go ahead and add that in, all that sort of thing. And it's just a good tickler reminder, and it gives me a checklist. So whenever you have things that repeat, you can either do them on like tip-ins or whatever. But since I have the whole insert to play with, that's what I'm using this space for. All right. Again, this is going to be team tracking, so a lot of this doesn't get updated till the end of the month. And I will find something to do here. I may do like top 8 things that happened this month. I might do it as like just gratitude journaling. There's all sorts of things that I can use this for. I just ended up not using it for what I thought I would. So we're gonna find something new for that, and we're gonna go with it. Again, did not do the do more of, do less of, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't. So I may come back and fill this in later this month. We're going to see how that goes. We do have our wrap up, which obviously is the end of the month, and then things to think about for the next month. And I just haven't gotten that far because we are only on the 4th. And then I had fun with the pen test again. So that's just kind of how I transition from one month to the next as it relates to our planning and journaling inserts. If this is something that you have added into your planning, I would love to hear how you're using it. If you are not part of our community, I do offer a monthly planning and journaling setup session just for those who order the P&J kit from me. So if you would like to still snag, that we just released the one for March. It is a butterfly and dragonfly theme, and I'll share you some of the stickers just so you can see them. So this is not in the kit. This is a journaling sticker sheet that is separate, but this kind of gives you an idea of the colors and the theme. So you've got some really pretty pink and purple and blues. And it is just, it's stunning, friends. It's stunning. So if you want to grab the March planning and journaling kit, or if you love the book nook, the only things that are dated in the P&J kits are the month sticker and the journal card. So if you love the book nook, friends, you could go ahead and grab 12 of them for the whole year. Well, I guess you probably only need 11. But you could go ahead and grab them and use them all year long. You would use the same theme all year long. I, of course, like to change things up. Even my weekly, I generally change things up. I don't like to use the same one week after week. I did switch back to my, just as a aside, switch back to the brain dump weekly for this week. So it gives you a whole notes page here and then your weekly on this side. So that's just some added info. It has nothing to do with the P&J. But anyway, if you are wanting to snag this type of insert, you can still snag the February, but you can also go ahead and grab the March. You can go to theblendedmama.com/shop. And then it is in the Art of Planning and Journaling section. And you'll find the kit itself, which again has the insert, the journal card, 2 sticker sheets, a stencil, a die cut, and I think that's it. Has all of those things in it. You just pick the size that you want. Please make sure you pick the right size. I do try to check, but sometimes I miss it. But make sure you're grabbing the right size for you. And then come hang out with us in our community. But if you do order the P&J kit from me this month, you will get an invite to our February 22nd P&J setup session. And that is a live Zoom. So you'll be able to work with us, ask questions, get help, and just have fun playing in your planner. All right, friends, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips and inspiration, and watch that next video to keep coordinating your chaos.